Hello everyone, this is Dragothic doing another video in our topics at hand. Sadder topic today, not quite as not fun at all. Japanese animation studio Kyoto. I'm sorry, you have to forgive me. I'm terrible with pronunciation of words. Um, they've had a massive fire and been gutted out by an arsonist. 33 dead, as far as I'm aware at this point, and another 30 something over 30 injured employees. Um, it's really sad, you know. As nothing good ever comes from this level of death. I believe they've said that this is the most deadly fire that Japan has seen in, I don't know, 10 years, I think. Let's have a quick look. I found this article for it from The Guardian. It was just top one in Google, so we're just going to use it today. Investigators are searching for clues as to the motives of an arsonist who killed at least 33 people in an attack on popular Japanese anime studio that has plunged the country into a state of shock. 36 others were injured. Some were critically in Thursday's blaze at Kyoto Animation, which is Japan's deadliest fire in nearly 2 decades, so 20 years. Everyone from anime fans to the Prime Minister, Shinzo Abe, expressed anger and prayed and mourned for the Kyoto victims on social media, and the crowdfunding appeal, which we'll get to later, set up to support the company and victims who remain unidentified. We'll go down for a bit of information. The suspect is an unidentified 41-year-old man who did not work for the studio and shouted that it had been plagiarized and appeared to have been planning the attacks. So whether it was he had a plagiaristic issue or not, does not justify anything like this at all. So let's keep looking, screaming at the survivors that they will die. He used a liquid accelerant to splash on some of the survivors. The suspect himself was injured in the attack and is being treated at the hospital as well. The Hideaki Hata, the chief executive of Kyoto Animation, said that the company had recently received emails containing death threats, though it was unclear whether they related to Thursday's attack. They were addressed to our office and sales department and told us to die. I am heartbroken. It is unbearable that the people who carry Japan's animation industry were hurt and lives were lost in this way. The fire appeared to have been set near the front door in some kind of flammable liquid, police said, forcing people to scramble up the stairs to the roof. Of the 33 bodies found by firefighters, 20 were on the third floor, some in the stairs to the roof where they had been apparently collapsed. Kyoto fire officials said that they 2 were found dead on the first floor, 11 on the second floor. The building has a spiral staircase that may have allowed flames and smoke to rise quickly to the top floor. So people showing respects for it. There was an explosion, so this is testimony from people that were nearby. There was an explosion. Then I heard people shouting, some asking for help. A witness told black smoke was raising from the windows on the upper floors. Most of the victims were employees of Kyoto Animation, which does work on movies and TV productions. Some of the works that they have worked on is such as Free, which is, I believe, the swimming one, and one that I really enjoyed and when I was younger, Lucky Star as well. They've had a lot of beautiful work that they were doing. This is only one animation studio for the company, so it's not the entire production that's been destroyed, but it's a lot of lives to be lost, especially in the arts guild side of the company. So hopefully they can bounce back and they can look after their staff, and they can keep going on with a lot of their works. So that's that bit across there. Not everyone has been supportive of what's been going on with this either. There have been people that are online that have used this as a talking point to say horrible things. And we're going to look at one now, but I'm going to remind everyone, do not approach these people, do not comment on their gear, do not talk to them, leave them alone. Trolls just want attention, alright? But doesn't mean we can't make sure people are aware that they exist. So we'll go across here. His original tweet has been removed by Twitter, obviously. I will have it shown. I've got a screenshot of it before it got removed, though. So I will show it on the screen now. And he's continued to go on with it as well. There's Jason Unruh, which, you know, whether it's his real name or not doesn't really make a difference. And like you will have already seen what it was, but it's just disgusting. Like, why feel the need to use the death of many people to bring up topics unrelated as a joke with horrible context? You know, it's just not okay. And rightfully, everyone has just jumped on this dude's head. They're alive, being trapped in a conflagration. Yay, agony, right, fellas? Come on. Yeah, just a joke. Just a joke. Endorsing the slaughter of at least 70 people less than a day after they die. Not exactly a good timing. Yeah, like this, everyone just absolutely hating on this because it is just absolutely disgusting. So, like I said, don't contact these people. This person, he does not need your attention. Like, do not help this person grow. Just know that they exist and horrible people. Now, moving on from that, there we have what was created by Sentai Films, which I do believe, just off the top of my head, is like an animation dub studio over in America, I believe. They've worked with many large voice actors. I can't think of what projects they're on at the moment off the top of my head, but Sentai Films started up or the CEO of Sentai Films started up a GoFundMe to try and help the victims. So, you know, medical costs for the people involved. I can only assume as well help pay for the funerals for the people that have abruptly died in this incident. So we'll have a quick look at that. On July 18, an arsonist set Kyoto studio on fire, several people leading to loss of lives. Details are unbelievable. Sentai Film hopes to help the Koyani team during this time and needs to ask you to join us. So although the situation is still developing, it is clear that our friends at Kyoto Animation have suffered greatly. In addition to the loss of life, many lives will be forever changed. Like all for you, wanted to take an action to help however we can. This is a great purpose of us GoFundMe effort here. So basically, they're looking to look after the people that have been affected by this. And there's a lot of people coming in to support this here. I believe, what are they at? They're at 1.2 million, over 1.3 million almost already. With raised by 40,000 people in a single day. All right, so, and there's a lot of people leaving just nice little testimonies about it. Huge fan of the work, deeply saddened, and hope this can help. Every little bit helps. Nobody should have to deal with this sort of thing. It's just terrorism. It doesn't necessarily matter who the organization is or the person is. It just causes fear. And there's nothing worse than thinking that you're going to work for the day and thinking who's going to come through the front door today. Okay, no one needs to have that. So we can only hope that everyone can move forward from this and that the families can find solace. And just here from Dragothic Gaming, I'd just like to say I'm sorry for your loss and I hope everything moves well in the future and nothing like this ever happens again. It's disgusting and it shouldn't happen. So yeah. I don't actually really think I have anything much more to go on about this, so Dragothic Gaming signing out. Please remember to like and subscribe. I've got links down below. The link for this GoFundMe will also be in my description. I will have it at the top of the list in front of before all of my stuff. Join me at Twitter. I do gaming content and these little hit pieces of things that come across my Twitter feed. Usually nicer stuff. I'd hope more funny stuff. But this just felt important to talk about. All right, Dragothic Gaming signing out. Hope you all enjoy the rest of your day.